Hi, my dear lovely students. How are you doing? Welcome to our wonderful Fundoo class. Hope you're fit and fine. Hope you're taking good care of yourself. Welcome to the session. Hi, everybody. Hi to everybody who has just joined. So, today we are going to continue with our special series where we are learning words pertaining to Christmas. So, today's letter is U. Before we commence with today's session, could I please request you to quickly use the share button and invite all your lovely friends for the class. So today Santa is carrying a lot of words that start with letter U. Before we begin, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Juhi Narula. I have 12 years of experience in training students for various competitive exams. I also happen to be a life skills coach and a content creator. I've done my bachelor's in technology and master's in business administration. So, uh, today, the first word that we are going to see, let's see. So, there are gifts, and it's Christmas time, and we need to find a word that starts with letter U. So, just think of it what comes to your mind when we think about the gifts, and then the word is you. Unwrapping, isn't it? So that's the first word for the day, which is unwrap. So unwrap is to open. So if we remove un, then the word would become wrap, which means to close or cover. So you must have seen this during Christmas time, we think of unique ideas to wrap our presents. Wrap means to cover our present. Or you must have seen that the toffees you eat, the covering we call wrappers, right? So, or there is this wrap, which is a sort of a sandwich which has got a lot of veggies in it, right? So now you can associate, right? So wrap is to cover and unwrap is to open. And why is this word pertaining to Christmas? Because I'm sure you must be receiving so many amazing gifts during this time, and you must be super excited to unwrap, right? So that's how this word is there. Let's see a beautiful sentence on this word. She unwrapped the Christmas gifts with extreme joy. Of course, if we get gifts, then I'm sure you must be able to, relate to me that it brings so much of joy to unwrap a gift, right? So if you are not sure of what the box holds and you unfold it or you unwrap it, I'm sure it brings a lot of happiness, right? And Christmas is the time where you share happiness. So please let me know that what was your latest experience of unwrapping the gift? What did you get? And how did you feel about it? So, before we do that, why don't you quickly make a sentence so that we learn the implementation and then we are going to move to the next word. So, everybody, please make a beautiful sentence on the word unwrap, which means to open. So, it's basically a verb, right? So, every word that we speak is a part of speech. So, verbs are action words. So, what are verbs? These are action words. So, they tell us about what is the action happening in the sentence. There's a very interesting question which I usually encounter where students ask us that, ma'am, what is the difference between verbs and tenses? So, verbs tell you about the action and tenses tell you about the time of action. So, if you will see unwrapped, in this case, we are using past tense, right? I am sure you are able to identify that. So, past tense means this event has already occurred, the action has taken place, right? So we'll explore more about verbs and tenses in our upcoming series. Before that, let's quickly learn the next word. So there's this fellow and he looks elated. So what can be the word? Let's see. Uplift. Uplift means to elevate. So let's see a beautiful sentence. We should try to uplift each other this Christmas. So uplift is to bring up. There are times where somebody might feel demotivated or disinterested, right? Might be really not charged up, might be feeling very low, and you would just want to bring happiness or joy, or you would just want to encourage that person. So that's where you are going to fit the word uplift, right? To boost somebody's mood, to make somebody's mood better, right? Elevate the spirits. That means if you are feeling low, you should do something so that the other person feels charged up, right? So the Christmas time, if you find somebody, somebody in the neighborhood who's not feeling very happy, then you can try your unique ways to uplift the spirit of that particular person, right? So that's another beautiful word. So Christmas series, like, I know I'm repeating myself, but this is the most beautiful series that I've ever done based on vocabulary. So many positive and beautiful words that we are learning that brings so much of joy and happiness, right? Isn't it? So that's the second word for the day. After unwrap, the word is uplift. So quickly make a beautiful sentence and then we are going to move to the next word. Everybody, please do that. We should always try to uplift each other's spirit, right? So let's move to the next word. So we have the Santa, looks very happy. Of course, it's Christmas time. So let's see what is the word. Unanimous. And what do we mean by unanimous? That means everybody is together, undivided. So the decision to hold Christmas carnival in the society got unanimous support from the members. So everybody was together. We say this was the unanimous decision made by the government. That means everybody agreed to that, right? So unanimous means everybody agrees to the decision, everybody is together, everybody is having the same opinion. There is no division in thought, right? So that's what we mean. So if there was a proposal made in the society that should we celebrate Christmas by having a carnival on the Christmas day, and everybody agreed unanimously. That means there was no disagreement on the idea. I'm sure you're clear with the word. Now it's your time to make a beautiful sentence on the word. Quickly make a sentence and then we are going to move on to the next word. So, three beautiful words. Unwrap, we have learned, right? Then uplift, we have learned, and unanimous is the third word. So Santa is really happy that Carnival is happening, and I'm sure he's going to carry a lot of gifts for everybody for that Carnival. And do let me know, do you have any favorite memory of Santa Claus? I still remember when I was in my junior class. So I come from a convent school. So Christmas was celebrated with a lot of enthusiasm and fun. And on 24th December, we used to have a carnival of fete, right? And then we used to go in our color dresses. That's what we used to call, not in our school dress. And there used to be a lot of fun, there used to be a lot of carol singing, and we used to get cakes. And there used to be one teacher who used to dress up like Santa Claus, and she used to give chocolates to everybody. So I clearly remember that in one such carnival I got two chocolates and I was super elated because rest of the friends just got one. So that's just one memory. You tell me, what was your favorite memory? Why don't you make a video on it, right? So I'm sure that will definitely bring a smile on all of us who'll watch the video, and do share it on our FundooClass app, and also on our Facebook page and on our Insta page. And don't forget to use the hashtag FundooClass live, right? So we have some beautiful sentences coming, and I'm sure you're clear with the word. So let's move ahead and learn the next word. Okay, so these are two girls, and let's see what's the word. Uphold. It means to endorse or advocate. So after the meeting, everybody decided to uphold the spirit of community and help each other. So uphold is to promote, to support. Okay. So you must have seen there's so many celebrities who do certain advertisements. So we say they have endorsed this brand. So that means they're supporting this brand, right? They're contributing in selling that particular brand. So that's how we use it here, that everybody decided to uphold. That means endorse, to support, to promote, right? You can also say promote. See, so many words you have learned. So you can also use the word promote here. So we should, as this is our also a responsibility that we live in India, and we should promote or advocate the spirit of togetherness, right? Isn't it? So quickly make a sentence on this word, and then we are going to move to the next one. Everybody, please do that. The word is uphold. Great. So let's move to the next word. Oh, this girl is really happy, ecstatic, elated. Let's learn the word. Upbeat. So upbeat means cheerful or positive. So her upbeat spirit encouraged everyone to be hopeful amidst COVID crisis. So you must have seen, you have to be safe, right? So third wave is here now. So this virus Omicron and it's getting really, it's, being spread very quickly. So you have to stay protected. Please be very, very cautious, right? Please put your mask on and I'm sure people became really relaxed after the second wave. Now it's time to again stay protected, stay indoor, right? And don't go out much, right? I'm sure it's very difficult for you, I can understand, but it's time that we take responsibility for each other's health. And at this point of time, when we cannot go out, when we can't meet our friends, when you're staying indoors, you can't go out for lunches or dinners or for shopping. Yes, people do feel demotivated, you feel disheartened, you feel low. But if you really try to take responsibility that I'll be the one who'll be spreading joy, and I'll have that upbeat spirit, I will have that positive spirit to bring joy and happiness to everyone around. Maybe a simple phone call or a text, or staying happy at home. I'm sure your parents also will be having a difficult time, but if you take the responsibility that I'll be the happy kid and I'll have this cheerful and positive spirit, and I'll share the vibes. Energy has got magic. So if you are having positive energy, you're going to spread positive energy around and you'll see the difference. So, this COVID time, COVID crisis, try to do something meaningful for the community, of course, by staying indoors. Try to take responsibility of having this upbeat spirit, right? Try to take responsibility for yourself, that you're not going to get, demotivated. You're going to have high spirits by, engaging in new learnings, by reading new books, by, listening to good music. So, all these activities are going to help you become better. These activities are going to help you have an upbeat spirit, right? So I'm sure you're clear with the word and the usage. So quickly make a beautiful sentence so that we can proceed further. Great, great. So we have some lovely sentences coming. Very good, very good. So I'm sure the usage is clear. All the positive words, isn't it? So it's time to take a small break. So take a tiny, tiny break. Rest for a while. Close your eyes. Meditate. Revise the words. Eat a plum cake, a slice of plum cake maybe, and quickly bounce back with lots of energy and with upbeat spirit, right? So quickly take a small break and come back so that we can continue with the rest of the discussion. There are so many words which are remaining that we are going to learn. And those of you who are not feeling tired, please revise the words, please make flashcards. Um, think of what you can do to uplift somebody's spirit or to have an upbeat spirit, right? So please do that, and think of the last time you unwrapped the present, and how did you feel, what was the gift, to let me know, right? Or you can just do some jumping jacks, or just close your eyes for a while. Whatever suits you, whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you comfortable, whatever relaxes you, please do that. And then we are going to continue with the rest of the series. So quickly take a minute's break and come back, and then we are going to learn the rest of the words, everybody. Yay. So most of us have had a break and have joined the session again. Great. Welcome to the session again. So good to see you with a lot of energy. So let's continue with our series, and you see this little character full of happiness. So what's the word? Utopia. It's a very beautiful word. This means a perfect world where everyone is happy, though it's not possible. Yes, something that can just happen in imagination. The word is beautiful, right? So we were not out to design a contemporary utopia. That means that pleases everybody, that makes everybody happy, right? So it's an idealistic situation. Ideal means something that's too perfect, right? Idealistic. So that's what we mean. So utopia is a perfect world, a utopian society where everybody is treated equally, everybody has got the same rights, everybody has got the same privileges, everybody enjoys the sense of security, the sense of happiness, the sense of confidence, same resources shared equally. So that's what we mean by the word utopia. Now, quickly make a sentence and then we are going to move ahead. So, the word is utopia, which means a perfect world where everyone is happy, everyone gets the same privileges, same rights, right? Uh, Same, you everybody can enjoy the, same privileges, same liberties. So that's what we mean by utopia. It's utopian society. That's what we call it, right? Quickly make a sentence and then we are going to move to the next word. Great. So let's move to the next word. So what is this girl doing? She looks very sincere and she's doing something. Let's see. Unconditional. So this means unrestricted. So, enjoying the unconditional support from the family helped her grow in her profession. So, that means there are no restrictions. That's without any conditions. So, that we mean unconditional. So, like you are children, of your parents, and you might be enjoying the unconditional love. They would love you without any condition, right? Without any restriction, without having a set criteria. So there is no criteria that when you'll be good or you'll be doing well in your school, they are going to love you, and when you are when you're going to win matches or get a medal, then only they are going to love you. They are going to love you because you belong to them. So that's without any condition, without any restrictions, without something that stops them or limits them. So this girl was getting an unconditional support from her family, and that's the reason she could do well in her profession. For that matter, anybody. It's not that it just has to be the female who gets the unconditional support. Everybody in the family should try to support each other without any condition, right? So that's what we mean by this word unconditional. That means without any restriction or without any limitation, right? So you can write without any limitation. That's what the word means. The word is unconditional. So what are we going to do? We are going to quickly make a sentence so that we move to the next word. Great. So we have some lovely sentences coming. Let's learn the next word. Okay, let's take a look at this picture. This girl seems happy, contented, unerring. So why is she happy? Because she's unmistaken. That means she has not made any mistake. And she has an unerring instinct. That means she never goes wrong for people's weak spots. So she's able to identify that where do other people lack, or what are the weak links. And there's a very beautiful saying in English also, which I'll write it for you on the screen. To err is human, to forgive is divine. It's a beautiful, beautiful saying. Is to make mistake. I'm sure you must have gathered. So when you say is mistake, and unerring is not making any mistake. So if you're making mistake, that's a human tendency. Everybody will do that, right? So you can't, be a person who will never make a mistake, right? But to forgive, if other person makes a mistake and you forgive that particular mistake, then you have divinity. That means you have godlike characteristics, or you are godly in your behavior, right? And that's such a wonderful thing. So you should always have a big heart, like we learned in the previous session. Tender hearted, be kind hearted, learn to forgive others for their mistakes, right? So that's what the saying is. To err is human, that's a human thing, but if you forgive others mistake, then that's something which is very divine or noble or great or godly that you're doing, right? Isn't it a beautiful saying? So I'm sure you're going to learn a lot from the saying, right? You're going to implement it. But before we actually get into the implementation, let's quickly make a sentence on this word unerring. I'm sure you're clear with the meaning of the word. So quickly make a beautiful sentence on it so that we can move to the next word. Everybody, please do that. Great. So we have some lovely sentences coming. Let's move to the next word. Okay, we have this girl, and she's speaking. And let's learn the word. It's unequivocal, without any doubt, hesitation, or possible argument, with all certainty and authority. That means when you have no doubts about your thought process, about your ideology, about your belief, you have no inhibition. That means there's nothing that stops you, and you say what you feel. That's what we call unequivocal. The prime minister, he said, had the party's unequivocal support. That means there were no conditions there, right? There was no hesitation there. There was nothing that stopped the support, right? There was no hesitation. That there was a lot of certainty. There was no doubt. Nobody objected that. Nobody interfered, right? So that's what we mean by unequivocal. That means there is no second thought. So maybe that's the simplest way of saying that there is no second thought, right? So that's how you're going to write no second thought. I'm sure you're clear with the meaning of the word, right? So the party got unequivocal support, or the prime minister got unequivocal support. So that means there was nothing that stopped the support. There was nothing that that brought a second opinion about it, that whether you need to support or not. The support was given, right? So I'm sure you're clear with the meaning of the words. Time to make a beautiful sentence, and then we are going to move to the next word. Great. So we have some lovely sentences coming. Let's move to the next word. Okay, so everybody, the entire family is together and happy. So that's ultimate. The word is ultimate, which is eventual. So the ultimate decision lies with the parents. So the final decision. I'm sure there would be, many a times certain opportunities that you might be getting. Say, for instance, to go for a trip on with school friends, or to attend a party, or to attend some sports camp, or maybe a summer camp, or would want to go to a resort with your friends, but you never promise to your friends that you would be going or not. You would want to take permission from your parents, because ultimately who is going to decide? Your parents, right? And that's the right thing to do. So you should not feel sad when your parents say no to you regarding any request that you have made, because they know what's best for you, right? So you should agree to the decision. I'm sure most of the times they would be agreeing on your request, but there would be some times where they would show reluctance, or they would have a different opinion, or they would not give you the permission. But that's perfectly fine, right? Because ultimately who's the decision maker? Your parents, right? And you need to give that trust. You need to have unequivocal support, right? To your parents decision. You should never doubt that, why on it. I'm sure you feel sad at times, and you feel unhappy that you so very wanted to go to a place, to some birthday party or to some trip, but your parents did not permit. But I'm sure they have got a solid reasoning behind it. They know why they are not permitting you. And we should always respect the decision. We should never feel sad. We should respect the decision, because it's ultimately their decision, right? So I'm sure you've understood the words. Time to make a beautiful sentence, and then we are quickly going to revise some of the words that we have learned so far. Great. So, before we close with today's discussion, it's time to quickly revise some words. We've learned 10 words. So, just think of 5 words that we have learned so far, and quickly put the words in the comment section so that we know what are the words that we have learned in today's session. Beautiful, beautiful words. I really loved the session, right? So many positive words we have learned today. Okay, unequivocal is one word, right? Ultimate, yes, is next. Unwrap, we have learned. So, unwrap is to open. Ultimate is eventual, final. Unequivocal is without any second thought or opinion. Then, what is the other word? Utopia, where society where everybody is happy. That's a utopian society, or the word utopia, right? Upbeat, we have learned. Uplift, we have learned. Wow, there's so many words that you have come up with, and that's really encouraging. Kudos, job very well done. I'm so glad you're learning the words with such great pace, and I'm sure it's going to have rewarding results in the near future for you. So that brings us to the end of this particular session. Now, what are you going to do? We are going to create a list of more such Christmas words and share on our Fundoo Class mobile app, on our Facebook group, and on an Instagram page. And you're going to use the tag hashtag FundooClass Live. Okay, so please don't forget the tag. This is hashtag FundooClass Live. And if you've really liked the session, please do leave some encouraging comments. Let me know that what else would you want to be included in the coming classes. And follow me on our Fundoo Class mobile app. You can get it on the Play Store, or in case if you're using iPhone, you can get it on the App Store, right? And I'm so super excited to see your videos. I'm waiting eagerly, and I'm sure it would be so much fun to watch your lovely, lovely videos. So please do make the videos. Like I always say, that brings in lot of positivity, lot of confidence, and brings in great vibes, and they are going to be really helpful, right? So please don't think about this, that does not come up the way I would have wanted. It's not that great. Don't have that hesitation. If you've made it, then definitely you should upload, and don't just to become too become too doubtful about what you have done, right? Take pride and share, and you'll see that every time you're uploading the video, you're becoming better, and that's what we would want, right? And keep learning. That's something which is very, very important, right? We should always stick to this particular idea that our learning should never stop. Keep revising, right? Don't forget, consistency is the key. And thank you so much for your lovely participation. I'm so glad that you attended today's class. Please take good care of yourself. Stay safe. Bye, everyone. God bless you. Good night.